Thank you. Let's bring in Iowa Senator Joni Ernst, member of the Senate Armed Services Committee. Senator, thanks for being here. Is it too late for Janet Yellen to calm fears and unwind a crisis that she is partially responsible for and the Biden economic policies are partially responsible for?
Yes, that's a great point. Janet Yellen does have a lot of explaining to do when she comes to the Hill and sits in front of the United States Senate Finance Committee. So we do know this was a huge failure on the part of regulators and overwhelmingly mismanaged banks. So Janet, what she will need to do is speak with authority, if she has any, on how this can be corrected in the future. But we need to be able to calm people's fears, and I pray she can do that. But you're right. She is part of the failures that we have seen across the board.
Meantime, Senator, breaking right now, we are getting our first look at new video showing the moment a Russian jet dumps fuel and collides with the U.S. drone over the Black Sea. You can see it right there. You can see the fuel trail being dumped by the Russian jet. You can see it impacting our drone. Propellers starting to slow there a bit on the drone. And then pretty in short order, I'm being told that we will go to color bars showing that the drone itself has been incapacitated. We're just watching this all together for the first time. What's your reaction when you see that?
Right, correct. And this was over in international airspace. And so the Russians have gotten very aggressive. And you know what? We need to really take very firm action in this. We need to make sure that we're continuing to dominate airspace in international airspace. I think that's incredibly important. We shouldn't cower as the Russians are doing this. It is very aggressive action on their part. And again, it was international airspace. We have every right to be there. This administration needs to step up to the bar and push back very firmly. I don't care whether it's Russia, whether it's China, whether it's Iran. We have got to have an administration that is willing to lead and show America's might and stop this aggressive action.
Senator, when you say that America needs to push back firmly, how firmly are you talking?
Well, and we're not talking about any level of human intervention, aggressive military action, anything like that. But we need to show that we are not going to let the Russians push us in or out of international airspace. So we need to get right back out there. We need to have a presence in that region. That is absolutely clear. But again, we need to lead on this front and not cower in the face of adversity when we have Iran, when we have Russia, when we have China growing in strength all around us in every single domain.
Ari Fleischer on our air last night said that we need to take down a Russian drone in response. Would you go that far, Senator?
A like response, yes, that is something that I could be very supportive of. And it doesn't need to be a random act. I think we do have to act very carefully. But a like response, you can see in this video, it is quite clear that it was intentional in international airspace. So I think we need to push back on the Russians. They should not be allowed to get away with this.
Are they just testing the United States and testing really the lack of aggression we've seen by this administration?
Well, of course they are. We see this with every adversary around the globe, whether it's China, whether it's Iran, whether it's North Korea, and most certainly in this example, Russia. We have very weak leadership here in the United States of America. I firmly believe in Reagan's peace through strength. When we show that we are strong, we won't have adversaries that are poking us in the eye. Joe Biden has allowed this to happen from day one. We saw this with the fall of Afghanistan. We saw it when he started pulling back in Ukraine instead of strengthening the Ukrainian people. And we see this certainly as China is eyeballing Taiwan. We have very, very weak leadership right now in the White House.
very fortuitous that we have a senator like yourself from the Senate Armed Services Committee on the moment we get this video into our newsroom. As for the drone itself, General Milley did not seem very concerned that the Russians will be able to take much away from it when they recover the pieces. Do you agree?
I do agree. I think the drone is probably highly damaged if they can reclaim any of that. But we need to continue pushing the Russians and maintaining our presence in this area. Again, we have every right to be there. It is in our national security interests. I don't think the Russians will be able to recover much, if anything. But we need to continue.
Senator Joni Ernst, thank you so very much. As the breaking news came in.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.